Now, without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you our speaker facilitator today. So we have Diane Driscoll. Now, Diane Driscoll is a change and resilient coach, a consultant, a facilitator, and a speaker. She works with corporate leaders, teams, and organizations across the globe to build change and resilience in leadership capacity. Diane is an accredited pro-sci change practitioner and drama-informed life coach with over 25 years career in technology and organizational change. She graduated from Speakers Institute Protégé program in August 2019 and now supports emerging speakers as a Speakers Institute program coach and facilitator. So please put your big hands together for Diane. Ta-da!
Oh, thank you, Linda. Feeling like a bit of a celebrity coming onto the screen now here. So good to have everybody here today. I know Laura is struggling a little bit with her video, but I'm hoping she'll be able to get that sorted out in the background. Kat, we would love to see you on screen as well, because this is such an interactive session. We want everybody to be on screen as much as they possibly can. As Linda said, my first interaction with Speakers Institute was actually in 2018, so quite a while ago now. And I went in and did a one-day event. From then went on to doing the boot camp for the weekend. And when I went in, I was someone who had just started my own business. I was looking to improve my communications. I just left the corporate world. So for me, I was not looking to be a speaker. That is not something that was on my radar. But after a weekend with Sam Cawthorne and the team, I ended up becoming a resilience and mental health speaker out of that. Now, I've evolved multiple times since there. So that was 2018. And then from there went on and did the Protégé program, which I know many of you are already on. And from there ended up becoming a senior coach, facilitator, and a keynote speaker for both Speakers Institute and Speakers Institute Corporate. But a lot of it for me started out on this particular program. And the reason, so I know I'm biased, but today's event is the one that I love above all else. And the reason I love it above all else, and the reason that it's one of it's the first one on the Protégé program, is because it's about confidence and certainty. So it's not about your audience. Most of the other times when you come to Speakers Institute, we talk about your audience, and we're talking about influencing, persuading your audience. We're talking about your slides, your content. But today we're actually turning that around, and we're looking at ourselves, and that this is going to be some of the deep inner work that we need to do. Why? Because if we can't project ourselves with confidence and certainty, it's very hard for us to influence others in the way that we want to, in that way that we want to make a difference in the world. So I'm just going to, as I look around, I want to let you know what's in the room. So we do have some people that I think, so I'm just going to ask for a raise of hands, just your normal hand. You don't have to use the emojis. So for who has done one of the one-day events with Speakers Institute? Just if you can give me a raise of hands. Yes, quite a few. Who has done the Premier Bootcamp weekend? Oh, big wave of hands there for that one. And who is on the Protégé program? And who is this their very first ever Speakers Institute event? Anyone? No. So you're all at least somewhat familiar with Speakers Institute, which is fantastic. So I do want to let you know, so we do have that mix of people. Oh, thank you, Laura. I can see Laura putting it in the chat there. So yeah, yes to bootcamp, yes to Protégé, and the first one-day intensive. And yes, it is intensive, but in the best possible way. So when you come to Speakers Institute, a lot of the time we look at our Gallup strengths as well. So to give you an idea, because I get a little bit nerdy when I look at who's in the room and seeing some of our strengths. And the strengths that we have in the room, so the very top one is learner, which is Probably no surprise, given that you're all investing in your personal and professional development. And then the second highest is futuristic. So quite a few of you have futuristic in your list of Gallup strengths. Just to give you some background on me, my top 5 are the top number 1, individualization, then relator, responsibility, learner, so I'm a learner too, and ideation. They're my top 5. And while individualization is my actual top one, responsibility is the one that actually I feel that I operate most from. I always feel the weight of responsibility for everybody that's around me. So today, even working with Linda, holding all of you together for today's session, I feel the weight of responsibility on that, wanting to do the absolute best for you. And as we do that, I just want you to know that this is a safe environment. We are going to be asking you to look deep into yourself, and there will be some things that will probably come up for you today, because we're going to start digging into some limiting beliefs as part of today's session as well. So there may be some things, those things that are holding you back from being confident and being certain. And yes, if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, I just want you to go with it, to lean into it a little bit more. Trust the process, trust Speakers Institute, trust the program content that we have for you today, and we will bring you out the other side. So just lean into it as much as you can, and just asking everybody that please respect that whatever is said in today's session is within these 4 Zoom walls, that this is literally just the people who are here. We're hearing this information. We are sharing this information with each other from a vulnerable place in some cases. So I ask you to honor and respect that. And that I ask that you don't bring it up with each other. So maybe I'm just going to pick 2 people off the screen. So Deanna, maybe you and Rebecca meet somewhere outside of this. Let's not raise some of the things that get brought up today unless the other person asks for that to do so. So today is your personal journey, and we will all want to give feedback to other people, but let's not do that. It's actually about that self-reflection. And I do want to call out that we do have a number of coaches in the room, and I just ask you that that weight of responsibility that you may feel as a coach, today you're the student, today you're the learner, today soak it all up, step into that, and just allow yourself to step out of facilitator mode, step out of coaching mode, and just allow yourself to, get the most out of this program that you possibly can. So I just see Sumi has joined us as well. So lovely to have you join us. I think we've almost everybody. So there may be 1 or 2 that are still coming through. I know, Kat, we still have issues with video, so there will be an issue with not being able to see people on screen, because it is actually required for some of the programs. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. Very good. So I am now going to bring you through what we're actually going to be doing for the next few hours together. And just before I do that, I'm going to say to you, so I did mention in the comments that I'm actually in Ireland at the moment, and it's 3:47 a.m. So hopefully nobody needs to pinch me or throw a bucket of water, cold water at me to kind of keep me awake. While I'm in Ireland, I'm still working Australian hours, so it's kind of it's good fun trying to work 2 different time zones. So bear with me if anything out of the ordinary happens here. I've also had Linda on standby just in case if there's any internet, because I'm literally out in the hills of Donegal, which is quite rural area. There shouldn't be any issue, but just in case if there is, know that I will come straight back on as soon as I possibly can, but there shouldn't be an issue.